Good morning from Bario. I am here after 1 week preparing for the festival and 3 days of the festival, which we call PESTA NUKENEN, the 15th anniversary of the PESTA this year. And we had a lot of visitors from all over the world coming to visit us here in Bario. And today I'm just enjoying the fresh air, the cool weather here in Bario. The weather is beautiful and it is a place where it's quite unknown to a lot of people here in Sarawak even. I'm quite surprised that even people as close as Miri comes here. When they come here, this is actually their first time. And maybe it is because there's the connectivity, it's difficult to get to. So I would like to encourage more people from the town here in Sarawak to come and visit us here in Bario. We don't have a lot to offer in terms of 5-star hostel. Actually, it is nil. But what we can offer to you is the experience of living in longhouses. We have about 14 longhouses dotted all over the highlands that you can choose to stay in these longhouses and in even individual houses. We have homestays. We have about 70 homestays, 31 registered and 29 still yet to be registered here in the highlands. But there's so many options of living with the community, learning their culture, learning how they spend their days from the day they wake up to how they carry out their activities in the daytime. So it is really an experience to come and live with people that still practice their culture and their simple way of life. And of course, we also want to encourage people to come here to Bario for adventure. Coming here by the road from Miri is also an adventure in itself. It takes you about 14 hours to get here when the road is really bad, and you will experience how difficult life is here and challenging it is to bring in people and goods. But the people survive. They are very ingenious in the way that how they get on with life and how they manage to overcome challenges. And the other thing that you can do here in Bario, because we are right in the heart of Borneo, there's nature everywhere. You are surrounded by the jungle, and there's mountains about. There's a lot of rivers to explore. So, Bario has a lot to offer in terms of nature, and also there is. You can do jungle survival here. You can learn how to live in the jungle or learn to survive in the jungle like locals. And the government of Sarawak, I think they are also promoting culture, adventure, nature, food. Yes, food is a big thing here for us. And we are promoting what we call the Slow Food Festival, because the food here in Bario is slow as opposed to fast food. It's as opposed to processed food. The food that we get here is right from the farm onto our table, so that's why we call it slow. The process is we go and pick up even in the jungle, pick up vegetables and clean it ourselves and cook it ourselves and onto our table. Whereas in the town, you have to go into the supermarket and pick up a frozen food already pre-packed and put in a microwave. So that is fast food, and we don't really know the source of those foods. So here in Bario, we show people the appreciation of the food that we can survive with nature, getting food from nature. So that it is important for us to learn how to sustain and preserve nature too. So this is what we want to show to our visitors, that it is possible to live harmoniously with nature, looking after nature, and also if we look after it, it looks after us. And also, of course, one of the big things here now since 2006, we have started what we call the PESTA NUKENEN Bario Food Festival, which is like an era to our community. We have the practice of hosting irau during the when we have change of name ceremony. But since it's difficult for people to get to Bario to have this kind of ceremony, so now we are adding another, adding another aspect to get people to come together so that our community can once again come and celebrate each other, to get to know each other, again renew our ties of friendship. We also encourage visitors to come here to experience our food. So we have created what we call the PESTA NUKENEN. So watch out for us for next year. We are going to upscale it because over the pandemic this year is very small. It's very localized, but we are very happy that some people, even though we said it's localized only for the local people, but since people know about it, they have braved the 15 hours four-wheel drive here to Bario. So for next year, we hope that we have better connectivity, and we encourage you to start booking early. I think the date for next year is 28th to the 30th of July, 2023. So we welcome you. We look forward to more visitors coming to join us for the Bario Food Festival. Yes, Bario.
Welcome to the PESTA NUKENEN, the Slow Food Festival. I just want to relate how PESTA NUKENEN become our event. It started more than 17 years ago as a very local, low-key festival. So it's very much on food because Bario and the Kelabit treasure foods. And then we have our famous Bario rice. We have a lot of organic food. So back 17 years ago, UPM, which is University Pertanian, Malaysia, a research fellow which is called Mike Jiwan, they came over to Bario, and then we decided to do some sort of festival. And then coincidentally, we have the visit of our Yang di-Pertuan Negeri, the 280, and then we merged the event together, and it was very, very successful. Then the next year, the community also requested, should we have another one after the successful one? Then we came for the third, fourth, fifth. Then it became a signature event for the community. So the contribution is from the women, from the youth, and then from the villages cities. The whole idea of the PESTA is event is about coming back, or it's a calling to come back. So it's based on, it's very community based. The strength is very much community based. So every year, the Kelabit all over the world, the Kelabit in the town and the cities, coming back, and then it's a very become a tourist activities as well, because Bario is blessed with nice weather. It was blessed with plenty of food. It blessed with nice people, very hospitable, and then it grow and grow with the community strength. And this year, due to the pandemic, we don't really decide to do it, and the community requests to do it. So with a very limited time, we managed to do it, and I think the just concluded PESTA is very, very much successful. Thank you very much.
Okay. I'm very happy and very glad to be here together with the Bario community to celebrate the 15th edition of the PESTA NUKENEN or Food Festival in Bario this year. And we are greatly honored to have the presence and the visit of the State Tourism Minister, Yang Muhammad Datuk Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, who officiated at the opening of the PESTA on the 28th of this month, 3 days ago, and today we have got the honor of having Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Hajah Nancy Shukri, the Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture for Malaysia, coming in to visit us as our guest of honor to close the PESTA Nukanen. PESTA Nukanen has been going on for the last 17 years, except the last 2 years we could not celebrate it because of the COVID. And to sustain this PESTA for the 17th year is because the community, masyarakat kita di Bario ini sangat-sangat semangat. They are very passionate about this, and they are the ones who is driving this PESTA Nukanen. That's why it has continued on. It grew from strength to strength over the 17 years until what it is today. And we are very glad and happy that the Minister for Tourism for Sarawak, Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, had announced when he came to officiate the PESTA that PESTA Nukanen dan Kebudayaan Bario is going to be adopted into the state tourism calendar starting from next year. And we are very grateful for the support of the government, both the state and the federal government, which is evidenced, or actually which is shown by the presence of the State Minister for Tourism, Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Abdul Karim Hamzah, and today Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Haji Nancy Shukri, the Federal Minister for Tourism. And of course, this is an opportunity for most of our community members who live in town to come back, balik kampung. And secondly, it's an opportunity for our community to promote the specialty we have here, ranging from culture and food, as well as landscape, the natural environment here. PESTA Nukanen is very different from the other festival because PESTA Nukanen here is not just about food. It's about culture. It is about the people here in Bario. It is about the beautiful landscape, the natural, cool climate here, as well as the mountains, the scenery. And that's what I say PESTA Nukanen is different from the other PESTA which are being held in other places. This is a complete package. The coming into Bario is already an adventure itself. Those who come by flight, or you can come by land, which is a 12-13 hour 4-wheel drive from Miri. So that coming in is already part of the special adventure, special experience. And here, Bario is the heartland of our Kelabit community. PESTA is being held here with all its beautiful nature, the beautiful landscape, the people who are here. And that is what makes PESTA Nukanen special. And I do look forward that the community who drives this PESTA Nukanen will be able to sustain and continue to up their game for the future years. And with that, again, congratulations to the organizing committee and our people in Bario who had faith and who had built up PESTA Nukanen from scratch, where in the initial phase we only about 200 participants, and today we're talking about hundreds, and we are talking about 2,000-3,000 people participating. With that, thank you again. Please come for the next PESTA Nukanen in Bario 2023. Thank you very much.
Okay, this is my second visit to Bario. That was 13 years ago, the first time I came here. A lot of differences, and of course the food festival. This is the first time I came for the food festival. It's a lot of beautiful things, beautiful memories here, because today we're talking about arts, culture, and also their social responsibility to their own people. And I'd like to commend Yang Berhormat Datuk Gala for bringing me over here, because this is the first time I really witnessed the commitment of the society itself where when we talk about tourism, this is what you call community-based tourism. The commitment among the people and all the elements of tourism are all displayed to the people and to, of course, to us as visitors here. So the thing is, what we need to do is also to give them support. And as I mentioned in my speech, I think we also need to commit to get them to carry on with their sustainable tourism, because they have built in their own arts and culture and of course their tradition here. And this is something that not many places have it, a community who are very, very committed. So I'd like them to also participate in the World Best Tourism Village, which is under the United Nations World Tourism Organization, because out of 159 countries, we have one village in Sabah, which had recently been recognized as one of the world best tourism village, which I believe what all the elements and all the criteria is available in Bario. So apart from that, I would like to see Bario to progress, to do more for themselves, because they have the products that they have here. Products is not just about the food, like the Bario rice, and then they also have, they are able to monetize the something like I've just heard today, that is tenum plant, and they have the cinnamon tree here. It's all fresh, and apart from that, they have also got their own fish products. They have their own ampurao, local ampurao. So as tourism minister in charge of tourism, arts and culture in Malaysia, I feel that we have something that people need to see. Those from outside the world also need to see the best ecotourism site in Malaysia, which is in Sarawak itself. So I'd like to get our Tourism Malaysia to promote this place as well, so that there will be more people coming here. More people means more income for the people. There's no hotel, they don't need hotels, they already have their own homestays, and the place is very clean, very nice, and the people are very hospitable. So I'd like to urge people to come to Bario for a visit, to tour here, and then learn a lot of things from them, their dance, their culture, and everything. They have very nice weather. You don't have to have aircon here. Very nice weather, clean water, everything. They have all the greens. Of course, it's not easy to come here. It's very challenging to come here because they have 3 flights, but it's very, very limited in terms of capacity in the flight. So try your best to come to Bario. You will get the best out of what you really wanted to see. So Bario is the best ecotourism destination for Sarawak and also for Malaysia. Come to Bario.
During the food festival, there is a lot of activities that portrays the cultures of the Kelabit community, the dance, the songs, the games that they promote throughout this PESTA. But however, one of the most important message that we promote out of this PESTA Nukanen is the awareness of conservation of the environment. So whereby when people savor and taste the food that they produce from the environment, they will remember and understand that there is an interdependence between their lives and the environment, where these food and products come from. For example, the fish, the animals, the vegetables, and all, they come from the jungle, and therefore it creates an awareness of them. While they savor and taste this food, they will remember that it's very important to conserve the environment as well. Thank you.
Our 3 days PESTA Nukanen dan Kebudayaan Kelabit Bario is just over, and as a co-organizing chairman of this PESTA, I'm very glad and happy that the 3 days PESTA went very well. And here I would like to wish our visitors and all the ladies of Bario who has worked so hard towards this festival. And also during this PESTA we have two full Minister of Tourism and Arts and Culture. Our State Minister and our Federal Minister came to visit us during PESTA to show their full support for this festival. And hopefully next year we have more visitors come to our festival, which we hold the last month or the last week of July every year. Thank you.
I visit all the booths here, and I think that a lot of indigenous food in Bario where I cannot find in other places in Sarawak. So it's very interesting, and I like this festival.
PESTA Nukenen to me is a reflection of Bario, and Bario to me is a place where people live in harmony with nature, and that's something that is completely rare for me to find. And just in the world, I think that's really rare. So it was really fun, and it's really interesting to see how people live, and just to meet everyone here.
Yeah, I feel great to be here. This is my first time to join this festival. It's not showcase their food only, but also the culture, especially the music. You can see, even though like Gaya and Anderson, they come for this event to play the sape and also dance traditional dance. And also can see that community here, they work together for these events. They come and play and support each other and also do performance.
So this is my first time coming here to Bario for the food festival. I find everything interesting and find very quite new to me, especially their food store decoration. Everything they use is coming from the forest, so everything is quite sustainable and also very beautiful in a way only special in Kelabit culture.
Jumpa tahun depan.
Yeah.
Kami akan tunggu. Yeah.
Don't forget to come to PESTA Nukenen next year.